podcast. You got King Savvy here with
Let's
yeah, the number one sports podcast in the world.
get
Game
it
knows game.
cracking.
Yeah, you like that? You like that name for it? Game knows game.
Yeah.
I ain't talked to you about it. I just was like, you know what? That's it.
Hey, you didn't need to, dog.
Yeah,
You didn't need to.
yeah. On here with AJ73, and we got some hot takes, man. We had a very, very live weekend of college football. Things got real interesting. We had a few upsets, and yeah, brother, I want to start off by talking about we got to give Carson Beck his flowers. Ah, man, you know what? Hold on, let me go ahead and turn this off real quick. I'm getting messages. I forgot to. Yeah, man, we got to give Beck his flowers, bro. He played good. He played like a lot on standards for other people. As they say, he played great. Since I was talking so much stuff, I can't get on here and be on the hype train. He played well. My boy he went 64% on his completions. He went 20 for 31. He had 2 touchdowns, no picks, and he had a QBR of 141.4. And ultimately, Miami ended up beating Notre Dame. What was that score, brother?
That score for that game,
Yeah,
I
what was that
believe it
score?
was 27-24.
That sounds valid. That sounds valid. Yeah, he was balling, man. Yep, there you go, right there. 20, no, yeah, 27-24. Man, it was a hell of a game too. A hell of a game. That catch was crazy. You
Oh
see that
my
run?
goodness. Boy, he went up for it. Look. But I think, as I recall, there's tape of him doing that for training camp.
Yeah,
Of
I
him
think
doing
so.
the same thing.
I think so. You
And
know,
see, to
if
me,
he doesn't catch that though, if he doesn't go up for that with that
that's a
ability,
pick.
that's a pick. That's a pick. Hey,
I can't dog him out. Man, Carson Beck did exactly what he needed to do to beat a really good team. Because I feel like Notre Dame, they got punched in the mouth a little bit by Miami, and then said, "All right, let's roll with these punches." Then
yeah.
they made some mistakes. That interception was crazy. Did you see that?
I No, I didn't see it. What
Man,
pick?
that ball was just bouncing all over the place.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I did. Where it got ricochet like twice. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah, I did see that. That was crazy, man.
like,
I think this starting off for Miami, it could be a good sign. You know, I think with Beck coming from the SEC, he might actually be slight decent over there. You know, he might be slight decent over there. We'll have to see though. I'm not gonna give him too much. Again, I got a couple games. I got a couple games before I start giving the roses. For now, he getting leaves. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm giving
yeah,
him
and I
some
agree with that.
points.
He gotta earn it because if there's one thing that I noticed, Miami's defense ended that game.
They
They
solid.
said we won it,
Hmm.
and they took it. And so watching the sack to end the game, the interceptions, that's just hustle plays by the
Yeah,
defense. And so the defense showed its backbone more than that offense because Miami's offensive line did exactly what I thought they was going to do. They gave Beck time.
yeah.
So
You did say that. You did say that. You said they got a good line over there, so he gonna have time. Look, we got it on footage. We got it on camera. My boy said that. Yeah. Uh, Shoot. What you How do you feel this is going to help them moving forward? Because this is a confidence boost almost. Yeah, I had everybody almost counting them out against Notre Dame, and then you got but they come in, they beat a number 6. You know, they're sitting at 10, which is great, but they came in beating a number 6 who arguably could have been in the top 5.
I think that this win really just really hits home. They keep the momentum that they obviously earned the wins last season. That's what that tells me.
Yeah,
That's all it tells me is that y'all are good enough to contend for an ACC championship because y'all got to deal with two other dogs. So, and for me, the two other dogs, I hate to leave you on it, but Florida State came out and whooped Bama.
Yeah, that was next. That's on there. That's exactly where I was sliding. So I wanted to know how is
out schemed and out physical them boys.
I told you we just don't know who's over there, bro.
Exactly.
I told you they ain't gonna be that 72-10 team, bro. Did you get to work with the coworker who was a Florida State fan? He was talking stuff or what? What do you know what I'm saying? How was that?
Man. And look, he's talking stuff. He's like, look, I told you, we got some. We got length. We got a bunch of 6'2", 200-pound DBs. The shortest dude on the team, Earl Lewis, came and smacked old buddy in the backfield.
They were playing physical, bro.
I was like, y'all came out there like y'all wanted to win.
Yeah.
And you know what? He followed it up, and this is my tribute. I need to know your opinion on this because I know mine. He asked me, and this is a fan question onto the pod. You know, who's DBU?
You know, who's DBU? Man, you know that could go in multiple directions because it depends on where we starting from. You know, LSU has been known for having the wide receivers and the DBs. You know, and then you go. Florida always got somebody coming out of there that's a top DB. I don't know. I can't remember the last time somebody came out of Florida State and was like that though. You gonna have to like put me on game. What you?
Jalen Ramsey?
That was like a long time ago. Yeah, like I mean, it's not a long time. Go ahead.
There was one like last season that was a first round pick. He's a little underrated, but I was like, man, I don't know his name. And
I'm not gonna like Jalen Ramsey a dog. I was gonna go there, but it's like he's the only one I could think of. You know, when I think about like I don't know.
For me is LSU.
That's exactly, and they still got some dogs over there. But what I will say, I think it was what game was I watching? It was a dude. He was number 5, bro. Let me run that. I think that might have been Texas. I'm unsure, but it was Clemson, I believe. Number 5 from Clemson. The safety over there. Hey, he was everywhere. And speaking of that game, speaking of the Clemson and LSU game, I remember very clear. We bet 50 push-ups. Not only did we bet 50 push-ups, you said I would have to do the push-ups on the live. So here I am waiting on my push-ups. Hey, I plotted on this. I was waiting on I threw the hat on and everything. I feel like a coach. Look. Hey, that was a hell of a game. Bro.
Yeah.
But here you go. Look at him. Get in there. Get in there. Crazy. Yeah. Shoot, I ain't even got to look at you. The stream gonna watch.
Yeah, that game was a great game, though. Like, they did what they needed to do. That's the important thing.
Bro, I told you this. I told you that's like that right there could be a game that shifts everything. And it's funny because everything that we were saying on the podcast is everything that they said during the game. You know, I'm talking about how LSU like needed this. Yeah. Hard work, my boy. We're gonna find one to bet on this week. You might be able to get your revenge.
I will, you know. That's just the way it work out, dog. You gotta take some and get some.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was a good one.
I have faith in K. Klubnik. He didn't play very well.
But he didn't have his top guy though, you know. So it wouldn't have made too much of a difference.
They lost by 1 score.
Yeah, I don't think it would. Because dude did suit up. I don't know. I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference because his line was giving in. So LSU ain't playing over there this year. I think they got something to prove.
Uh, yeah, they had something to prove. That's for sure.
Catch your breath, brother. Catch
I'm
your...
chilling.
I'm just messing around, bro.
I'm a little sweaty though.
I'm just messing around, bro.
You see that glisten?
Yeah.
It's football season, baby.
Hey, you missed it, Pops. You missed it. He had to do his 50 push-ups. Because he was doing his 50 push-ups and he was like, he seen you laughing. He was like, what? Let me see AJ do 50 push-ups. I said, you going to get your chance. You going to get your...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the big game.
Let's go. What's up? What you want to talk about? Ohio State
Ohio
and Texas.
State, Texas.
Man.
Boy, the NFL caliber game right there.
Hey, man. Arch, you think Arch struggles was like more so on his skill set or the scheme that they got drawn up for him?
I would say
Wait,
it's
before we talk about that part, that Florida State Alabama situation got Stephen A saying that the board needs to get fired.
I mean, look, as far as Florida State, for Bama, it's Bama.
Mm-hmm.
You got a short leash, buddy. You didn't make the playoff last year. If you don't make the playoff this year, you gotta go.
Okay, so just because he started off with this L, the team did not look as prepared as they needed to. But at what, like, we ain't gonna give him at least 3 games? Just
No.
1 game? That's crazy.
That's the curse of being on a really good team that has a really good history. And I
Bro,
know DeBoer is not Nick Saban. I get that. But in DeBoer's career, man, you took this big time job over staying at Washington that you had humming. You had Washington humming.
yeah.
And you came to the big boys
Mm-hmm.
and you low key been getting slapped the whole time.
Not the whole time. They started off pretty decent last year. I think they just hit a slump, man. I don't know what's going on over
They
there.
got to SEC play and started losing games.
That's valid. That's valid. I don't know, man. I don't think he need to be fired after game 1. I think we got to give him till game 3, bro. Because
He
game
ain't won
2 gonna
against a
tell us.
top 25 team with Bama.
Game 2 gonna tell us the adjustments that they make. Who they even play? Let me look that up just real quick.
Scrubs.
They playing scrubs. They playing scrubs. Oh, he said that with his whole chest. He's like, yeah, they playing some terrible. Yeah, they playing UL Monroe. They don't play a top team till week 1, 2, 3 until week 4. That's when they play Georgia.
There's your 3 games.
There's your 3 games.
And then if they don't improve as a team, they gonna get spanked by Georgia.
Oh, for sure. Waxed. I mean, yeah. I mean, you got to see how he come out by week 3. I mean, by week 4. You know, after that 3rd game, you're gonna know what you're gonna do. I mean, but getting rid of him right now and trying to find a new coach to be prepared by Georgia, I don't see it being a good move. I think you got to deal with what you chose already.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's get back to it.
They're in Arch Manning right now, talking about, oh, he's not it, he's not that. Man, if y'all don't back up off this, man.
Yeah. He did gutter some passes though. He did.
What do you expect? Technically, this is the first time that he's has the whole weight of the team on his back.
Yeah, where'd that Heisman candidate stuff come from? I don't think he ever did anything worthy to be considered a Heisman candidate before.
They put him on that pedestal because of what?
Because of his last name.
Exactly.
That's really it. This is his first real opportunity to be able to go out and show himself. You know what I'm saying? Show what he got in terms of leadership and skill. You know, we all know the attributes he carries, but we haven't seen it for a whole season. And we don't. It's almost like the coach don't know what scheme to utilize to make him be the best him. That's why I asked that question. Do you think it's scheme of him?
I was thinking about that. Scheme wise, looking at Sark's track record, he hasn't dealt with a dual threat quarterback, and Archer's a dual threat quarterback.
Indeed.
But the 4'6", 4'7", he's 6'4", 215, 220 pounds.
Yeah.
That is a running quarterback right there. He's almost Josh Allen.
I think he's the type of player where if his legs get more active and he's able to find his comfort through that, his arm is going to be way better. I think that's just how it's going to flow.
And I think another thing that I noticed watching highlights, watching some of that game, I think the biggest thing I noticed, that Ohio State defense blanketed them receivers. Them receivers was not getting open. Arch was forced to throw NFL caliber balls and I think, as somebody has said, out of that defensive backfield for Ohio State, 3 of them are first round picks almost. So he's dealing with the NFL secondary, and he didn't do too bad. But every window is super tight, and he was not stepping into his throws like he should have.
And he started off real rocky. You know what I'm saying? He started off real rocky, but he started figuring it out towards the end, which I feel like is a good sign moving forward. Because you can see he started finding a little confidence. He was actually trying to make it shake. And that's, that was signs of me of not only the heart of him, but the know that he can do it. So I feel like that's positive steps moving forward. I think he's getting treated. Yeah, damn, I just seen a score for TCU and NC. That's wild.
They get slapped.
Yeah, dang. But yeah, I think it's very unfair the way they treat him off of that performance when it was really a team thing.
I think the biggest thing with that performance, and I noticed this for Arch, a lot of his deeper throws, like one of those on his interception, he had to try and make something happen. Yeah. Which tells you that's where his inexperience showed. But he also did a lot of good things on 3rd and shorts. When everybody's covered up, he hit the check down. That's not often that you see people mature enough.
Young quarterbacks doing that.
If this is the NFL and he hits a check down to a big time asset, they gonna get the first down.
Yeah, and a lot of the I think like how you just said, a lot of young quarterbacks ain't looking for that. A lot of the times that they do check downs, that's where the ball was supposed to go anyway.
Exactly. Some of his reads and timing was a little bit late, but that comes with more playing time with the receivers he's got.
Yeah. This game, the way we talking about this game made me want to talk about the CU versus Georgia Tech game. How do you feel about that one?
CU let that go. They let that go. They wet themselves.
When did they let that go?
Hey, I think weren't they up 21-7 at some point?
No, they were up 7-3. I think they let this game go in the first quarter because they were really getting smacked around. I did the halftime report for that, and if I remember correct, Georgia Tech had almost 200 rushing yards at halftime. It don't make sense to me how we got 2 defensive greats over there coaching. They have 2 defensive greats over there coaching, and that defense has consistently been a problem, whether it's coverage or stopping the run.
I know what it is. I do.
Go ahead.
They're going for flash players. They're getting guys that are in the transfer portal. I'm sorry. Like, that D-line is soft. And it's been soft. And you're trying to make the best out of not being able to recruit better. That's what you're doing. You're trying to make the best out of not being able to recruit better because it takes time to build that. And it's cool you got all those big names on your coaching staff, but I need to see a 6'6", 330-pound defensive tackle.
Yeah, bro, and it don't help. Their defense being that vulnerable. It'd be different if their offense was like very high powered, but their offense isn't really high powered. They still got a whole lump sum of guys over there that's still trying to get their feet wet in this. You know what I'm saying? On the field, you got the quarterback who just transferred there. He's played 3 years already, but he's still struggling hitting people in the chest with the ball or hitting them in route. He throwing the ball like he was very inaccurate. Uh, I was upset watching it because it didn't make sense how it's like he antsy, but like I just said, you've been playing for 3 years already, so you going out there and you antsy like you playing for a Notre Dame, like you're a top 10 team, bro. You're just going out there to ball, and you know what I'm saying. You worried about being noticed and stepping in after Shador. Don't do that. Just because the eyes is on the team because of Dion, that shouldn't affect you, bro. You know why you're there. You have a dream in mind. You have a goal in mind. You're supposed to be staying in tune with yourself. You don't throw a bad pass and then go talk to the receiver or the running back like they made a mistake when your pass was simply inaccurate.
Yeah.
You don't do that. But I say he did pick it up in the second half. I think it was there in the first half, their running game, they had more rushing yards than passing yards. Have you during the time that Shador and Travis was there, did you ever see that?
I'm sorry, bruh. I got to give TCU a shout out because
Yeah.
my goodness,
They putting it on them.
the 7 in the third quarter.
Say it one more time.
Buddy Barnes got 10 carries for 111 and a touchdown. Oh my God.
Look, before we move on, I'm gonna tell you when I turned this game off. All right, I'm gonna tell you when I gotta tell you I turned it off. They was down 27-20 with 1:07 left, and they came out and threw a swing pass. I turned it off. They wasted my time. But yeah, TCU was over there doing the damn thing. I was hoping for a better opening weekend from Bill Belichick's North Carolina squad.
I think
welcome to the different league. Welcome to the different league, though.
No, I think the biggest issue is that UNC don't have the dogs. They don't have the roster.
Hey, man.
These are still Texas boys that playing big time football for TCU that go up against Alabamas and Texases and stuff like that.
That's true. But like we said before, North Carolina is known for having having players who are high motor. You know what I'm saying? They may not have been deemed the most skillful, but they always play with a high motor. So I don't know. It's not the performance we want to see.
A high motor against somebody 6'5", 320 only take you so far. And then when you turn around and the other team got a high motor and they bigger, faster, and stronger.
Yeah, because you said they had how many rushing yards?
111.
Yeah.
And that's just one dude.
Yeah. And that's in the third quarter.
They got a receiver with 8 catches for 103 and a tug.
Yeah, they getting cooked. You're right. At some point, it just becomes the skill versus skill. So be it, man. Hopefully, they show up next game. Well, you got any more college games you wanted to throw out there?
Not really. The rest of them went kind of to be as expected. Oregon got a dub.
Yeah.
Who else? I think Minnesota got a dub. Gators, yeah.
He ain't play nobody, man. He ain't play. Real quick, before we move on from college football, bro, let me talk about how Langway he looked cool, right? But that pass, that highlight catch was a horrible pass. And I said it in one of the comments. I'm like, bro, if he puts it where it's supposed to be, that's a touchdown. The highlight play is cool. But as a person who's been supporting this team and knowing who they're going to have to play, I don't want to see that because I'd rather see points on the board on a play like that rather than, oh, look at him catch the ball. Like, no, dog. We supposed to be like, did you see that pass? Not look at him catch the ball.
But it is what it is, man.
Hey, now I got got this over here, right? So I want to talk about Bud versus Canelo. All right, we're gonna transition to boxing because it's coming up. Less than 2 weeks after today. Less than 2 weeks. Who you got?
Man, I'm taking Canelo.
I'm willing to bet on this.
I'm not.
I'm willing to bet on this with my
I'm not.
whole heart.
You putting Bud?
Yeah, for sure. For
I'm
sure.
not. I'm not willing to bet on that. I don't. I don't bet my body on Canelo.
He too dynamic, bro. I think Canelo has fought some of the greatest, right? And that's what people keep trying to give him. Like he fought such and such, and they didn't hurt him or blah say blah. They hurt him, you know what I'm saying? He just didn't go down. I'm not expecting Bud to knock him out, but he gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be catching him. He moved too much. He moved too well, and I don't know. I ain't never seen nobody study their opponent like Bud do. Like it's different. Like when you will watch Floyd, you can see Floyd just in there being Floyd. That's what makes Floyd one of the greatest, if not the greatest. He go in there. His game plan is to play defense and bop you, right? Bud, he playing defense, but but it's also offense at the same time. Like more so offense. His footwork is just outrageous, and Canelo too flat footed. That's how I
Mm-mm-mm.
feel. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. No, out of the ones you pick, I know the most about Tank, so I'm taking Tank in that matchup.
Oh, for Jake Paul. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jake Paul. Yeah, that fight right there, man. I think that fight. It's just strictly about money. All about the Benjamins,
give me
baby. You know
that
what I mean?
butt.
Yeah. Yeah. They said Tank gonna go up to like probably 160 or something like that. He gonna be fat, but he gonna look like drinking Tank. You remember when Tank used to miss weight? That's how he gonna look. But like, ain't that gonna mess up his discipline? Or is that him trying to get prepared to fight Terrence Crawford? What's going on here?
Both.
Is this like is
Both.
this the mission here? He trying to move up and fight Terrence Crawford?
I don't know. I can see it happening though.
Yeah, he better not do that. He about to be out there waddling, looking like a thumb. Boy. He gonna look like an earthworm, big ass earthworm out there.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You which one did I say? I said Roach versus who? Who you think Roach gonna get? Since Tank is fighting Jake Paul, he ain't getting that. He ain't gonna get the rematch with Tank.
I don't know.
They got Moten over there, the youngin trying to get a fight with him.
I mean, I could see it, but I think he'll get outclassed real quick.
Yeah, I don't think Moten wanna go over there.
He might have to just
He
take
ain't
the easy
developed enough.
and go with it.
Yeah. I think I would like to see Roach versus Shakur, if anything.
That's not
Or
a bad.
Shakur versus Loma. But I don't know. Whoever want to step up to Roach, he gonna be prepared. That's what I know for sure.
Yeah. So that's just what you got to deal with. And so I don't know. It's a tough matchup. You got a couple of things to look forward to, and you just got to watch it and find out.
It's true. Okay. What now? You think Aaron Rodgers? You think Aaron Rodgers about to show up and be a different Aaron Rodgers, or is he gonna be the same old Aaron Rodgers we seen on the Jets? Funny enough, that's the first team they played.
I think he'll be a step above that. That's about it. And I say that because the Jets organization suck.
Yeah, they sloppy. They
But with the
sloppy.
Steelers, he ain't got to do too much.
They got that defense over there, bro.
Like that defense is crazy.
Yeah, they
Crazy.
got Jalen Ramsey. You got what's his name? The
Darius
junior over
Slay,
there, Joey Porter Jr. and Darius Slay. Yeah, and they D
DJ
line ain't
Rock,
nothing to play with either.
Cameron Hayward.
Yeah. Yeah, they linebackers is too, bro. Hey, that Steelers defense is exactly what Mike Tomlin would dream of. And the offense doesn't lack weapons either.
Or
It's
DK.
just it just I was hoping they would have been able to have DK and
George.
and George Pickens. That
Yeah,
would have
they
been
just want that, man.
that would have been
Now
nice.
he's got to go deal with a playoff one and done in Dallas.
You keep on trying to say they're going to the playoffs, bro. They're gonna have to show me.
Bro, Dak gonna throw for 5,000 yards this season.
If he stay off his ass.
He
No, I'm
gonna
saying
throw for
that offensive
5,000
line is
yards.
crazy. That offensive line crazy.
He gonna throw for
Right.
5,000 yards. They gonna get in the playoffs where defense matters. They all gonna get locked up. Dak
Yeah.
gonna get hit in the chin and they gonna get bounced. We all
But
know it's gonna happen.
well, you know who they play on September 28th.
I know who they play Thursday.
Yeah, we talk about that, but you know who they play on September 28th. They got to meet up with Micah Parsons over there in Green Bay.
And look, they did that to themselves.
I don't know why you would trade him to your op. It didn't make sense. You're supposed to send him somewhere way away from you. Yeah. But that's old news by now, right? Let's go ahead and run through these real quick. We got these NFL matchups, okay? Got these NFL matchups. We got first, Cowboys versus Eagles. You got 30 seconds to let me know who you got.
30.
Yeah.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. No? You know who I'm taking, dog. Go Birds. I don't know what you got. Ask them crazy questions.
Okay. So you got Eagles in that game. Dolphins versus the Colts. Now you got to remember Daniel Jones out there starting in Indiana.
Dolphins is too early in the season. Their team
Okay.
not banged up or nothing.
All right. Chiefs versus Chargers.
Chiefs gonna drop the first one. It's a warm up.
Hey, bro, you said they're gonna drop. They're gonna lose to. So they're gonna lose to the Chargers.
Yeah.
I got 50 push-ups on that one. That's our bet, right?
It's gonna be a real close game to me. I'll put 50 on it. But after they lose the Chargers, they about to sweep the rest of the AFC West.
The Chargers got some good pieces over there. Ooh, I don't know if I want
You really
that
gonna put 50 on it.
That's why I don't know if I want that to be my bet. Actually, no, let's go ahead. So okay, I feel like the Chiefs is gonna win, but I'm kind of in the middle. As far as y'all's game, I'm just excited to see how that plays out because both of y'all got, y'all both did a little adjusting. Now I feel like Philly lost some players, but y'all ain't lose enough for me to be nervous about y'all. The Cowboys, they just signed Blanche, but didn't sign Micah. I won't be rooting for that. I won't be rooting for the Cowboys. So yeah, I wore green. I'm going
Go
with
Birds.
I'm going with the Eagles. Steelers versus Jets.
Steelers.
Wouldn't it be funny if Justin Fields went in there and or went and beat the Steelers in game one?
No.
You don't think that would be possible?
I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna make enough mistakes for him to win. Aaron Rodgers is gonna be a game manager on that team better than Russell Wilson was. That's it.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna throw a pick and he's gonna have a strip sack.
No.
Yep.
TJ Watt gonna go. If that's the case, and we saying outlandish stuff like that, TJ Watt about to have 3 sacks.
Hey, that would be 4 sacks is wild. You pushing it with the 4 sacks.
That's what you sound like right now.
Hey, I ain't even gonna say nothing. We just gonna let it play out, see how it go. Panthers versus Jags. We got Travis Hunter's first start.
I don't like the Panthers' moves lately, so I'm gonna go with Jags.
Okay. What you don't like about the Panthers' moves?
They traded back Adam Thielen.
No, he got waived.
See what? But why are you waving him? They waived him. They waived Hunter Renfro.
Yeah, didn't make sense to me.
I'm like, what are we doing?
Is Jimmy Horn still like the fifth or sixth receiver over there? That's
I
crazy.
believe so.
That's crazy.
I
So
mean,
it's like,
Jimmy's good, but I don't know about
no,
everybody else.
no, I know, but for him to be so low on the depth chart after they get rid of Adam Thielen and Hunter Renfrow, I don't know. Adam Thielen was a solid piece in that locker room. Somebody that those young receivers definitely needed around because they're out there throwing punches.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But okay, moving on. So you're going with the Jags that game.
Yep.
You think Travis gonna have a good game?
On offense.
Offense. I don't know, man. I think defensively he could look solid. He might get one off of Bryce.
No, I think this first game he gonna be going through the paces. He gonna be trying to get caught up to NFL speeds and stuff like that. So I think receiver comes more naturally to him that he can just do it.
Yeah, that's valid. I want to see him. I want to see him line up against Shawsky. You know, I want to see that. I want to see him run some routes against Shawsky. I'm excited about that matchup. I'm definitely gonna tune in and watch that. Uh, Cardinals versus Saints.
Cardinals.
Yeah, the Saints got a lot going on over there. The Saints got a lot going on.
That's why they got it's weird over there. They in no man's land.
They haven't made sense in a long time. All right, this is a good one. This is a good one. The Giants
25.
versus the Commanders.
Oh, Giants versus Commanders?
Yeah, with Russ
Commanders.
starting though. With Russ starting, I don't know.
Commanders.
Commanders. Okay. Cam Ward gets his first start versus Denver Broncos.
That boy about to get butchered. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That D is like that.
they nice.
I think he plays well and he comes out of it with 2 touchdowns and a pick.
Ooh, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Cam
Yeah,
Ward.
and but he won't clear 150. He'll be at like 150 yards.
I'll give you that. I think I see 1 touchdown. So 1-1.
I can get behind that. I can get behind that.
Now, 49ers Seahawks.
Niners all day.
Niners all day. That's what you standing on that like that?
Yeah.
No, I can't get behind that one. I think the Seahawks might get a dub right there.
I don't think so.
I think Seahawks might get a dub right there, bro. I think Sam Darnold gonna come in and cook. And the Seahawks got a decent run game going on over there. Their receivers is prepared to step up. Their defense is nice too.
I think the Niners with the CMC back, they ain't got much to worry about. And to me, Brock Purdy just gonna control the game nice and easy. This is 2 elite game managers going at it. It's gonna be slow, methodical drives. It's not gonna be the highest scoring game.
Bro, Brock Purdy's he's like Alex Smith. You know,
Alex Smith took a team to the Super Bowl.
We love watching. We love it's all respect for Alex Smith. I don't think Alex Smith got any haters out there. But we ain't see him get it done. You know, and he just so happens to be out there in San Francisco, same place Alex Smith was. I don't know, man. I don't know how far I can root for Brock Purdy right now.
I think he gets it done in the regular season pretty easily.
He does. For the most part, last year was a little.
When the stakes are on the line, he steps up, but he might not get it done. This year, I think he's still gonna get a dub. It just might be a close game.
Lions, Packers. Yeah.
That battle between Panay Sewell and Micah is gonna be it.
Yeah,
It's gonna
and
be them.
I want to see how Jordan Love's connection is with his new wide receiver, with his young wideout.
I want to see Aiden Hutchinson fresh off an injury and what he can do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've seen him ball before. I know he's coming
Yeah,
off an injury,
defensive
so it's
player of the
different.
year standards. Yeah,
I know it's different. I know it's different over there. Shoot, man. You think Jahmyr Gibbs gonna go for what? What you think he gonna get 100?
60, 60, 70s with about
87.
with about 50, 60 receiving yards.
87.
Nah,
He had
under.
87 rushing
I'm
yards, bro.
taking the under.
Okay. Okay. Last two for this week. Texans versus the Rams.
Rams.
You don't like the way the Texans been moving.
No.
Okay. Okay. For me, with that one, I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you on that one. I just, again, like how we've been talking about the moves that they've made to make CJ's life easier.
Hard.
It doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. But it's not like John Mechie has been a dog, in my opinion. Like he ain't put up the crazy stats, but you need all the weapons you can get over there right now.
Like just keep him there and just let it be. Just let it ride until you find something good.
Yeah. The trade was pointless. You didn't receive anything to help you this year, so I didn't like that.
No.
Ravens versus the Bills. This right here is the key game for me this week. Well, I mean, there's a lot of like rivalry matchups in week 1.
Just like college football.
Yeah, because you got the Packers versus the Lions, the Seahawks versus the 49ers, the Eagles versus the Cowboys, you got like what you got, the
Bills,
Bengals versus the
Ravens.
Browns.
Huh?
You got the Bengals versus the Browns. They line that up like it's just static all first week. I'm going for Lamar. I'm going for
I'm
Lamar.
with you. I'm
Yeah,
with you.
that.
I'm not gonna argue with Lamar winning that with his stacked old roster.
Yeah, it's nice over there. It's real nice. It's real nice. All right. We move from that. So what we agreed on, like what, like two or three? Which one we betting on, man? Let's go ahead. What's up? What you want to bet on? What you got? I know you want your leg back.
Now I'll save my lick. I'll save it for when it matters.
All right.
I'll
Cool.
save my lick.
I'm cool with that. You know what? I'm feeling confident in this. I'm going for the Chiefs, bro. I got 50 on that.
I'm.
I got 50 on that.
He said he got 50 on the Chiefs.
Yeah, I got 50 push-ups on
my gosh.
For sure. I got 50 push-ups
Wow. Wow. Okay.
What's up?
No.
What you trying to do? You don't want to do that? You don't want to do that? You don't want to do that? That's crazy. You just was confident earlier.
25.
You said 45?
25.
Oh, 25? That's solid. We can do that. We can do that. All right. The last two questions. Well, you had one you wanted to throw in there, actually?
No, I threw it in there. There's DBU.
Oh, got you. Okay. So the last two questions, I guess since we just left the topic of football, or since we are exiting the topic of football, I should go ahead and ask you this real quick, and we could move on. I feel like this is going to be one that make you think, though. Building the best defense possible with a 4-4 scheme defense. How you know what I'm saying? Who you got? Who you showing up with, bro? With a 4-4 scheme. You can do all time too. I ain't tripping on that.
Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly.
Ooh, hey, my boy brought it. First on the first two. Yeah. Okay.
Lawrence Taylor, TJ
Mm,
Watt.
God. Woo. Okay. You get so Ray, Luke, Lawrence, and JJ.
TJ.
Oh, TJ. Oh, you going TJ?
Yeah.
Oh no, JJ can rotate though.
Uh, that, 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 that. That's my
Okay,
four linebackers. You said
that's
4
true.
4.
That's
TJ
true.
Watt is an edge outside linebacker.
That's true. I ain't.
So is Lawrence
Hey.
Taylor.
Okay, what you got? What's up? What's next? What's how you hitting the D line, man? What's up?
Um, Michael Strahan, Reggie White.
Michael Strahan. All right.
I got a dilemma here. I got a dilemma.
Okay.
I got a dilemma for my interior because these are the three I'm thinking about. Vince Wilfork, Aaron Donald, and J.J. Watt.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, that's. Woo. Hey, hey, those some hitters. Those some heavy hitters right there, bro. That's some. Yeah, you got to sit with that one.
I think I'll go with my initial thought. I'm gonna go Aaron Donald and J.J. Watt in the middle as my D tackles
Okay.
because
All right.
J.J.'s good enough to be in there and stop the run, and Aaron Donald's to me the greatest defensive tackle of all time.
See, I'm ready to go. I'm ready. All right. For my two linebackers, we gonna go Patrick Willis. All right, got to start off with Patrick Willis. I'm gonna go outsides first. I want a prime Von Miller on my team. And then we're gonna go to the D line. The edges, I want Elvis Dumerville and Julius Peppers. Okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Okay. Elvis Dumerville, Julius Peppers. And then on the outside, over there on the other side, give me Clay Matthews. Okay. And then I only said one Mike, huh? Let's go ahead and go with the Texans head coach. Give me him.
D'Amico Ryan.
Yep, give me him. Or Urlacher. Yeah.
Who's your two DTs?
I'm going inside. Oh, give me a second. I'm going. Did you say Aaron Donald?
I did.
Okay, give me Vince. Give me Vince Wilfork and shoot, who's another solid? Mean Joe Green.
He's a linebacker.
Mean Joe Green was not a linebacker. Mean Joe Green was not a linebacker. Go ahead.
I'll give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just
See,
say
I mixed a lot of speed.
My goodness, it still ain't gone down.
I mixed speed with aggression. You know, everybody on there was real precise. Elvis Dumerville's career, he took a sharp turn once the Broncos messed up in that front office, but he was still a dog.
Look,
Julius Peppers, you know what he is.
I got just go getters. It don't matter.
Yeah, that's facts. You got some dogs over there. You got some dogs over there.
They gonna show up any given day and do what they gotta do.
Give me your 3 DBs though. Yeah, give me your 3 DBs. What's up? I feel like I'm gonna have to change my safety because of who you are.
My safety is Sean Taylor.
See, you got a whole lot of downhill players.
No, Sean Taylor. You got to remember, he's sideline to sideline, cover the deep. He's an all around.
That's true. That's true. And he laying a boom.
From my one corner, give me Charles Woodson, and Darrell Reeves.
I ain't even gonna get into the Darrell Reeves stuff, but I respect it. I respect it. I ain't even gonna do all that. He
Lockdown.
yeah, for 2 seasons. Look, anyway, let's go.
For 2 seasons.
I ain't gonna. Hey man, I'm not going there today. I'm not going there today. He's considered a GOAT. We gonna give him his flowers. He was
Who
like that.
do you think DBs get to it?
Who my DBs? We gonna go ahead and go Ed Reed. I was gonna go Brian Dawkins, but we gonna go Ed Reed. You
I
know,
understand.
only because of the coverage. Now,
Yeah. Ed Reed's better cover. Brian Dawkins is more downhill.
give me Prime. All right, give me Prime on that edge over there. DB, he go ahead and he gonna force everybody over here to this other side where we got. Who I'm going with over there? Do I want to go system or do I want, because if I got a guy over there locking down the other side,
I think you
making
should go
them throw the other way, I'm gonna go system, and I'm actually gonna go with somebody who was having back and forths with him. Uh, Go ahead and give me. Ooh, wait, because I like Charles Tillman. Charles Tillman was really good to me. I like Champ Bailey, but I gotta go ahead and go with what's his name, bro? What's his name? Trufant, I believe.
Isn't it Trufant?
No, not Trufant. Hold on. Who was he just having back and forth with? Asante Samuel. There we go.
Oh.
Yep. I'm going with Asante Samuel. We got Dion over there. We got Asante Samuel on the
You
other
wanted to
side.
pull some Eagles on the field, huh?
We got Ed Reed over there in the backfield. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think my defense got you beat. But y'all
Hey,
need to tell us in the comments who you feel like got the better defense.
I mean, you went with a lot of the top names. I threw in the sleepers. That's just how I rock, bro. I throw in the sleepers because I don't know when you watch the game, you see who bringing it. With the people that you named, a lot of people gonna go with them because of what people have told them. You know,
Look, I picked those names because those are the names I would want.
yeah, yeah.
And a lot of times, like me, Reggie White to me is one of the, if not the greatest, one of the greatest defensive ends of all time. The
Yes,
Minister of Defense is like that.
yeah.
TJ Watt is like that. JJ Watt is like that. There's automatically chemistry between the two of them because JJ and Reggie, they gonna be hump moving and throwing people at the move. They doing too much.
But who'd you have at your D tackles though? You had JJ
JJ
and
and Aaron Donald.
and Aaron Donald. See, that's a lot of athleticism on there. I got a lot of beef in the middle.
But
Beef
see,
and
I
attitude.
chose them because, and if you think about my secondary, the reason why my secondary is able to come downhill is because I know that he's gonna have to get this ball out quick.
Yeah, I got you. I got you on that.
And so I picked him to complement, and that's why I chose like a Charles Woodson because he is a true cover guy, and he
Yeah,
wasn't a system guy, so I can count on him to do zone and man.
and he could go play safety if need be.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I respect your defense. I respect your defense for sure. I think both of our offenses would have to bring it.
we'll do that next time.
Yeah,
We'll do
we'll
that.
do that next time. Now I got one more though. I got one more. This one is outside of sports, but it involves people who are, they've played sports. So there was a ranking that came out about best pro wrestlers turn actors, and they had Batista at number one, The Rock at number two, and John Cena at number three. Do you agree with that lineup?
I don't agree with John Cena.
You think John Cena needs to be where?
He's in the top 5. He's not number 3.
Ooh, okay. Okay, who's the second or who's the third best pro wrestler turn actor?
To me, there's a lot. I just don't. To me, John Cena doesn't act well.
What? Hey, so he
No,
acts better than The Rock?
no, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Rock has got different styles of movies and stuff like that. John Cena
Name
plays
him.
a big dumb idiot in every movie.
Name him. Name the movie where The Rock plays something other than Dwayne.
Other than Dwayne,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Dwayne and The Rock is two different people.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is he's just playing himself. That's why
Nah, 'cause you got some of his older movies like Scorpion King.
Scorpion was cool. But then you got Marine though with John Cena. That was a good one.
I didn't like that one.
You ain't like Marine?
No.
Ah man, come on now. Then, but what about the other one where he was saving the girl and the dude? He was a cop. He had arrested
To me, seems like the
the
same
dude.
movie as Marine.
Nah, see, I mean, yeah, similar, but The Rock got a lot of scenes like that too, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but he's got like different genres of multiple of the same thing.
Look, this new movie, this new movie that The Rock just did, I think he might earn a lot of different respect when it comes to his acting. He just got a standing ovation. They said they gave him 15 minutes standing ovation for it, so hopefully it's really good.
I'll
Uh,
have to wait and see, but Batista Takes the Cake is number one, period.
oh, for sure, for sure. I wasn't arguing about number one. It was about two and three. I think John Cena is a better actor than The Rock. That's just me personally, though.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, that's cool. Batista number one for sure. Shout out to that man. He been putting in a lot of work. Shout out to him. He been putting in a lot of work, bro. True. I'm out of questions. You got
I don't got
anything?
no questions yet. Yeah. So that means it's time to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Alarm
Snooze
off.
alert. Yeah. Thank you to everybody who is tuned in to the Snooze Alert podcast tonight. Appreciate you, AJ73, my brother, for tuning in with some hot takes. You
Hey,
know,
you gotta bring them.
yeah, we bet on that Chiefs Chargers game. No, I'm playing. He said no. He said no.
25.
Oh, okay, 25. We threw 25 on that. Yeah, man. God is gracious. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to be able to bring this side of me to the internet. Uh, Shout out to everybody that's supporting us. Snooze Alert Podcast. We out.